Hello and labas, which I realized belatedly that I forgot to explain is hello in Lithuanian last time. So sorry about that. It was my mistake. Inside, yep, Darius and Sif are working on making sure that they are following the church's rules about bebés, and we have moved to a new lot because I was having a lot of troubles, and I tried to cut a lot of it out, but I mean, there was one day that in the game, it was only one day, one sim day, and it took me like 2 hours to record it, so I'm not sure if it's a mod issue that's conflicting with residential rental or if it's, something else. But I couldn't take it anymore. So we've kind of basically swapped holdings with, okay, great, we don't have to gather water. We've basically just gone ahead and swapped holdings with the Evansons. So the Evansons are now living at what was our holding because it still shows the residential rental icon above the lot. But yeah, so we're basically now working on just sort of like getting back to normal, and then in a bit, once more mods have been updated or once I have a clearer understanding of what's going on, then I'm happy to try doing the residential rental thing again. But right now it's just I don't know, I'm worried about it. Okay, you play peekaboo with that baby. I did play a little bit off camera, so that I could make sure things were working, but our holding is quite a bit different now. Oops, don't shush. It always feels a bit mean, I think. Okay, Esmond, there's no need to be bratty about having a sibling. But yeah, so we have quite a different holding. It's inspired by our first holding, the first one that we had, but isn't exactly the same. Okay, we'll go ahead and feed. Seems that's what we need to do. You can help out, my friend. So yeah, it's basically similar to our original holding. Oh, hello, Plowmans. It's right next to, oh, that's funny. After Agree does this, she's going to complain about her problems to the Earl of Lancaster. So yeah, we've moved to this new lot to fix some of the issues. We basically traded places with the Evansons, so the Evansons are in ours because our lot was still showing the residential rental icon above it, and it just kind of was frustrating me and upsetting me. But basically, this is the same holding as we've always or as we originally had. Are you gonna try to go night-night? Good girl. So it's the same holding as we originally started out with. It's just that, oh, hug? Interesting. It's just that now we're kind of, in a different place. Now, the unexpected side effect of this was that, there was a number of things that were unexpected side effects with this. So one of them was that we lost all of the stuff that we'd just gotten. So we'd just gotten our harvesting from getting to harvest again. And we'd just started we'd just gone hunting, and we were working on getting our food stores sort of like built back up again. And basically at this point we lost everything that we'd just started to build up. So that's kind of unfortunate because of obviously that's frustrating. So I might actually have them harvest today because I feel like it doesn't make any sense that we wouldn't have anything at all And also that means that we would have to go the next 2.5 years with nothing but gruel. And I just don't know that I want to live that way, you know? So we might go ahead and harvest today and also send Darius hunting and just say that it was his original hunting since we lost everything. And I hope nobody's too upset about that. But another unexpected consequence is that we now have got an extra goat. It just kind of showed up. So I guess that's that. But yeah, this is our current holding now. It's basically like the original one. It's the same kind of shape and idea, but it's changed a little bit. So there's sort of an upstairs area. I tried to imitate the idea of a loft. It was a little bit difficult, but I did the best that I could. And that's where the 2 kids are currently sleeping. I imagine that's where the other kids will be sleeping in the future. We have like the main plot with the animals attached and they can come in and out just like always. We have kind of an outhouse setup, which I forgot to put floors on. And then we have our original pond area, as well as the new and improved Vilcus. You can't be here. Get out of here, bud. As well as the new and improved shop close to the front. And what used to be the room that like Dovilė and Leanne slept in originally, but is now a little bit bigger with the water wheel attached, and I don't have a purpose for that yet. It just kind of exists, so that's what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I thought he had more milk, but I guess he doesn't. But yeah, it's basically the same lot as it always, well, as it originally was. However, just with a few changes and improvements based on who the family is now. So Gree's just out here harvesting because as well, I think that fall finishes soon. No, I guess not. But yeah, I do know that the royalty mod probably hasn't been updated to work with residential rental lots, and so maybe that was the source of the issue. But it adds so much that I didn't really want to get rid of it. So last time as well, I forgot to tax on our harvest, but I will remember to do this. So yeah, our new home is inspired by the original home, but it's just got some changes. It's got more of a living space here, which is like kind of nice because before it was a little bit just like beds and nothing. But they've made quite a bit of money, so I didn't mind spending some of their money. We also, like I said, we've got our loft area upstairs. This is where Gree and Adewolf both sleep. They sleep up here. And as the kids get older, they'll sleep up here as well. Uh-oh. The baby's awoken the other baby. Actually, you... Uh-oh. Both are angry. They're both angry. Today is technically Edgar's birthday, but I'm going to hold off until he ages up on his own just to minimize the infant chaos that we have going on around here. But this year should be a pretty good year for birthdays, so I'm pretty excited. At some point I must have gotten everything sort of like mixed up because I thought it was going to be the beginning of winter this year, but I'm wrong. I'm very wrong. So yeah. Do not go and make a mess, please, my son. Instead, Briar. Oh my gosh, you jerk. Briar. Oh yeah, we also have like random chickens that just showed up, so I don't really know what's going on. Oof, okay, there we go. So yeah, New home, inspired by our original home. Minor changes to make it more practical. For example, we have the 2 outhouses because I'm not confident that this indoor, it's called a no privacy toilet by Ingeli or Medieval Sims Taylor and Carpenter. I'm not sure that that'll work. We've got our ducks back. We've got our little shop, and we've got the old home that Dovilė and Leanne slept in, just expanded a little bit. Oh, I guess as well, Agla is pregnant again. So she will be having a new bébé at the end of this year. Oh yeah, so our harvest. Actually, we'll just do everything because I forgot to do it last time. So all of the foodstuffs as well as basically any plants. Okay, so we would have made 8,967 and 20% of that comes out to be 1793. So we're gonna lose that, which means our money is going to be 19,417, which is fine. It's still like quite a lot of money. I'm actually just gonna sell the cotton straight away because we can't use it for anything in the save file. So we're gonna give Sif all the food for her because she's the one cooking. Riveting stuff, I know. So I guess for 1309, there's a few things that happened this year that are kind of interesting because Piers, as we know, was exiled in 1308, and that kind of like smoothed things over for a bit. Like one historian said that while Piers was away, Edward was really respectful to Isabella and they were having a really great time together. But then he gets called back in 1309 by Edward, which really angered a lot of people. And something that I hadn't mentioned is that Lancaster, the Earl of Lancaster, is cousins with Edward II, and he especially despises Piers. He has a lot of anger in his heart towards him. So this kind of puts a strain on their relationship that, oh, go to sleep quick before you pass out, if possible. Nope, not gonna be possible. Yeah, he's gonna get in to get out, to pass out, to go back to sleep, because, you know, that's just how things go sometimes. Are you awake again? Go back to sleep, buddy. In 1309, when Piers returns, Isabella and Piers end up working together for a while, and they start to kind of, it seems, accept each other as parts of Edward's life, and they kind of develop a better relationship than they'd had before. But Edward at this point is really losing control over the earls and the barons, and Isabella, while she's starting to work with Piers and sort of like accepting this version of life, she's building allies at court, especially in the Beaumont family. Just, I don't know why she's, well, because she's a human probably and she needs friends is one of the reasons, but also because maybe she's worried about other things as well. I don't know. Now, another interesting thing, and this is going to become a trend with the Edwards, is that a sumptuary law is passed this year. So Edward II passes a law that controls what people eat and drink, which is a sumptuary law. But he believed that the wealthy were eating too much and they were spending too much, which was setting a bad precedent. And so he outlawed outrageous consumption of meats and fine dishes, which of course does not make him any more popular with the earls. Because, I mean, it's pretty much directly about them. That's who it is that law is directed at. The serfs aren't out there eating a bunch of meats and fine dishes, you know? So, Edgar, you are being so helpful by just hanging out there and waiting until your sister can age up so that we can minimize infant chaos. And I appreciate you, Edgar. the third E-boy. And then I think that Sif is for sure pregnant, which is a good thing because Darius's role is today, Tuesday. And I'm a bit nervous that we won't have him. He's got, I think, the worst odds of anyone currently. I do believe so. I could be wrong. Oh, and I got laundry back because I said there wasn't enough chaos in the save and we needed some more. You know, something that's funny that I hadn't realized was that, so, Esmond drops his food everywhere. He's one of those kids who, whatever the toddler quirk is, but the mini goats will eat that, so then you don't have to bottle feed them, and then you don't also have to clean it up, which is kind of nice, you know, if you're being super lazy, or if you have a million children like we do. Oh, nice, the weather improved. Oh, Gree, it's time to wake up. Whoops, wrong way. My bad. Oh, yikesies. Yikesies, pikesies. Okay. Clean, give food, harvest feathers, collect eggs. You as well, old chum. You gotta go to the restroom first. Gree, time to get up, bud. Your dad hasn't slept for a while, so it's all on you, buddy. So today is Tuesday. And it's a terrifying day because today is both Dovilė Jr. and Darius's birthday. So, yeah, we actually are going to... Ew, stop eating that. It's spoiled. How gross. We're gonna have to send Sif here. Dang, it's so dark. To get... stuff. Something that I don't quite get is why the kids can work with these animals, but they can't work with the mini goats for milking and feeding and stuff. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I guess what do I know, you know? You can go to sleep for a bit so that you are no longer causing us any trouble. You can search pockets and help us, and then you can go and take a shower. That would be helpful. Did you replace this? Good job, my friend. Barley, that's it. Okay, so Darius is gonna do the laundry. Oh my goodness, I hope that wasn't one of our children. Good. Ooh. Buddy, you gotta go take a bath. You're stinky. You're a stinky boy. And you've gotta go take a shower. What are you doing? And Sif is going to make this cake, and then she's going to, I guess, we'll make a nice meal because it's, well, actually, it's almost All Souls Day. I don't have hardly anything. We can go buy stuff, though. We'll make a nice meal because soon we're going to have a full group of family members, you know? And Gree? Nope. Don't do it. You better not. You'd better not. You'd better not, Gree. No. No. Oh gosh, this kid. Gree, can you change this diaper? Thank you. That was my bad. It's all, the damage is already done, buddy. You might as well finish. Oh my gosh, she has fun taking care of baby. Dovilė, I thought you were gonna be less of a brat this time. But no. Well, we're gonna have to make another cake because we lost our last one. Unfortunately. Yeah, I bet you're happy, you little cake thief. I don't know why I wanted... Oh, I do know why I wanted her to get pregnant again. Why I was hoping she would get pregnant. And it's specifically because Darius's odds are pretty poor for survival here. Now, nobody touch this cake. Aidwolf, help us out here, buddy. Please, will you... I know it's cheaty, but she's getting bottle fed. She's gonna get bottle fed. And then you, my young friend, you're about to be an old friend, are going to help her blow out those candles, okay? And Sif, I don't know what you're doing, but it's strange. Eat some food and go to sleep, okay, bud? It's your birthday! Ooh, lovely spit flying out. Man, Darius is always giving Sif the side eye. Ah, fussy. Yeah, fits. It fits. I cannot say I'm surprised by this. You are not gonna play just yet because I need you to put some birthday candles on this before anybody gets wild. We have to go in and roll for her. Roll for our best little fussy baby and see if she's gonna make it. Okay, so for toddlers, the rolls that we want to avoid are 4, 8, 12, or 16. As we know, the first one never counts because that's just what pops up. So for Dovilė, she's going to make it. She's going to be totally fine. So let's give this little girl a makeover. All right, nice, nice, nice. So we've got one more toddler. Thank goodness. And Darius, I know I'm really pushing you to the brink. Actually, you're not the only one. I'm also sending you foraging because we need some more supplies since we lost everything. So yeah, you two have a job to do. As for you, my young friend, can knit clothing. Oh, good. And the babies will get sent away because... The babies will get sent away, though, because they are... we don't have any teens. Yeah, send them away. Send them away from us. Looks like Gria's holding court with the animals. She's got like a little goat and a chicken while she's sitting here knitting. They're like, is that for us? And she's like, no, it's for a llama that we don't have and doesn't exist in England currently. Sorry, chicken. Maybe you can get a cap and a scarf next. I'm sure this is going to go perfectly well. What could go wrong about this? Well, you went to the wrong side of the table for one, buddy. But yeah, what could go wrong about him doing this in a thunderstorm while he has to pee really badly? Oh yeah, make a wish. Wish for your life, bud. Wish for your life. Right on his face, Aidwolf, really.
Whoa!
Summerlet. Summerlet, I would like to hang out right now. But I'm afraid I can't. I'm overwhelmed currently. Guess that's what happens when you have this many kids. Maybe tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow we will. Alright, Darius. Just gonna make sure this cake gets protected since we have so many birthdays today. And then you can go check that infant if you would like to. Darius. Darius, who sometimes has all of his teeth right now, and other times when you look at him, he's missing a tooth. Oh, Darius. I'm hoping for you, buddy. So I know that my adult roles are and young adult roles are very different to Morbids, but that's because according to a lot of the things that I've seen, the main risk to people at the time was when they were children. I think it was something, oh my gosh, I just heard the statistic and then I didn't write it down and then promptly forgot. But the vast majority of people died before the age of 5. So it was most common to die before you reach the age of 5, like I just said, obviously. So I feel like they would have better chances of surviving at young adulthood, theoretically. But also, we do have records of people being quite a bit older, like that people living until like their 70s or 80s or whatever. So I feel like a lot of people could have lived until they were older. Now, if he's successful with this adult role, then he actually will live till he is 45 before he does that. If you roll under a 9, then you don't make it, and then you roll the d10. And that's because I saw records of people who, like I said, did live until like 70s or 80s. But a caveat to that is that a lot of them were in the clergy, where they had consistent access to food and they had a relatively, I guess, like safe kind of life. Or they were the wealthy, where, also the same. Like they had access to food and they had relatively safe lives. So I feel like this is fair, but I mean, I say that these numbers are better, and they are better than Morbids were, but also simultaneously we did lose both Adelbjorg and Vilkas the Older to this exact role. So okay, Darius, let's see how you get on. You just don't need a 3, 6, 11, 13, or 18. Come on, bud, you can do it. You can do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. It makes me really sad. Makes me really sad. Makes me sad that we're gonna lose him. At least he's got all his teeth right now. And look at the state of his needs. Okay, Darius, what are we going to say that you perished from? I do have this roller, and I've been using it for to decide how they die. To decide how they unalive. But I haven't been showing it because there just hasn't been enough time. But starvation. Well, I guess they did lose their food twice. Okay, I can take it. Now, I do want to say before we lose Darius that he and Sif have what is considered by the clergy at the time the ideal marriage. Because the ideal person in medieval thought isn't interested in joyful relations with another individual. They believe, of course, that people need to do this. In fact, they have some really bizarre ideas. In medieval times, they have this idea that men who are not married will get so overwhelmed by lustful thought that they'll riot and burn the world down, which is why brothels need to exist and cities have to provide brothels. But at the same time, they also believe the ideal person won't have any kinds of thoughts like this. But they also believe that an ideal marriage is one where basically you are married, because that makes, being together not as big of a problem, of course. Then it's not a big problem at all. And they believe that the ideal way to have relations is to be married and to be trying to procreate, and basically don't do anything else and don't enjoy it, just like get in, get out, get the job done, make a baby, boom, you're done. So while Darius and Sif have had no friendship, no real like for each other, they have had the ideal relationship for the medieval period. And I guess that's sad. according to the clergy. Obviously, people didn't actually do this. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not, people just weren't, like, that people weren't living this way. Oh, Darius. Going down with a smile on his face like always. Again, no tooth. I had a feeling that since he's been so lucky with pleading for other people, that he would be someone who got. They figure we'll have Sif plead for him, but I mean, she doesn't even seem that upset about it, you know what I mean? I forgot to check your inventory. Oh no. Oh yikes, this is gonna be a rough time for Sif if we can't save him. Oh my gosh, and look at how happy he is. We're not gonna do the death flower. I know that she has one in her inventory, but that's a guaranteed, and that's not fair. It's not fair if it's a guaranteed thing. So she can try and plead for him, but we're not doing the death flower. That's an unfair advantage, and I don't even know. Listen, Gree, you can have the death flower, because I don't even want it to be a thought in her mind. Is that a yes or no? But Death, you were Darius's best friend. She's more grossed out than sad. Death, I thought we were cool, man. I thought that we were cool. If you eat that cake, we're gonna be very upset. You know, they were gonna become friends. Probably. I just said he was gonna spend tomorrow with Summerlid. Well, it's 10:58 p.m. on Tuesday. Oh my gosh. She may be a monster, but she's pretty cute. But yep, 10:58 p.m. on Tuesday. That's halfway through 1309. We're about halfway through the birthday rolls. Tomorrow it's Esmond's. And then Thursday, it's Aiken Jr. and Vilcus the Younger, as well as, well, obviously, Sif is pregnant, and so is Agla. So I guess we aren't even really halfway done because, hey, kiddo, do you want to go to sleep or something? Yeah? Oh, floating plate. Yeah, so I guess we aren't even really halfway done with them because that was 3 age ups, one of which didn't even have a roll. Yeah, we're looking at you, Edgar. 3 age ups, but only 2 of the rolls, and we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll be 7 more rolls. 7 more rolls. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yep, keep sending those positive vibes. At least we only lost half of the ones we were rolling for. You know what I mean? And thanks for watching. If you like this, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm glad that we don't have as fussy of a baby this time, even though you hate wake-up time. And, yeah, I'll see you all in the second half of 1309. Bye-bye, everyone.